The African Union has urged Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo to de-escalate tensions and find a quick solution to the deteriorating security situation between the two countries. The chairperson of the African Union Commission, Moussa Faki, said that the continental body backs a dialogue between the two countries facilitated by the Angolan president. His statement comes a day after rebels of the M23 movement captured the eastern DRC town of Bunagana. For more on this, let's now cross over to Girum Chala. He's standing by for us in Addis Ababa, and Chris Ocamringa is live for us in Kinshasa. First to you, Girum. The African Union is concerned by the deteriorating ties between the DRC and Rwanda. What measures are being proposed by the African Union to ease the tension?
So the statement first officially came from the chairperson's office of the African Union Commission. As you've said, de-escalating the situation is the most important thing mentioned there. No one wants regional conflict to come out, especially in that part of the area where war has been prone for a long time. Between Rwanda and DRC, as you know, there are counter accusations of one supporting the other's rebel group. But all in all, in general terms, the African Union wants de-escalation, no conflict to perhaps engulf the whole region, if you like, and negotiations and talks to also continue after this. And the African Union said that it is working with both parties, the government of Rwanda and the government of DRC, in order to make this a reality. As you know, the United Nations also made same appeal in calling for peace between the two parties, so that the region can also return to complete peace as it is for the last perhaps few years, if you like. So generally speaking, the African Union wants no conflict to happen in that area, and negotiations, deals, talks should also be taking place, and as soon as possible, Beatrice.
Well, Chris, what is the DRC government's response, though, after the M23 rebels captured the eastern town of Bunagana?
Well, there was a very high-level meeting in Kinshasa regarding the situation in Bunagana and generally the east of the DRC. And after that meeting, the military governor of North Kivu province issued a statement saying that Rwanda had violated the territorial integrity of the DRC by occupying the border town of Bunagana. And he also said that that act constituted an invasion of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and we've just got information that there's been a very heavy deployment of Congolese troops in the east of the DRC trying to get that place back, and according to a security expert, there was heavy fighting this morning in the areas of Chengerero and Ruchuru territory, which lies around that area. And so the situation has really gotten worse. Congolese officials say they have ample evidence to show that Rwanda has been backing the M23 rebels, and they're ready to fight it out this time round. Beatrice?
Well, Girum, so the African Union is calling for a de-escalation of tensions. But what can the African Union do, though, to help stabilize eastern DRC, where the M23 rebels now appear to be gaining in strength?
So, Beatrice, to de-escalate the situation, the conflict situation that is now there in between the two countries, and also to return peaceful talks to happen in that area, the African Union has chosen first to support the regional effort. As you might know, the Angolan president is now exerting an effort to negotiate, to mediate the two parties, the government of Rwanda and also DRC at the same time. So any regional effort, according to the African Union, is supported by the continental organization so that it can bring the result needed as soon as possible. And then the other thing is the continental organization has continued giving attention to the escalating situation by the day in between the two countries. So it is engaging the leaders, the two countries' presidents, and also anyone involved in that situation. We are also expecting perhaps a special envoy to be sent to the two countries. These are things that we are hearing from some officials from the African Union. It is not confirmed yet. We are expecting a special envoy to enter the two countries so that this de-escalation and also peaceful talks can begin as soon as possible, Beatrice. So in general terms, the regional effort is now the one thing that the African Union is banking on to bring any result, peaceful result, that is expected out of this situation.
Well, Chris, you know, the DRC already has the biggest UN peacekeeping mission. So what more international assistance does the DRC need?
Well, so the DRC government has been saying from about 3 months ago that what they want from the international community is sanctions imposed against Rwanda, just like has been done against Russia in the conflict with Ukraine. They're saying that it's clear, they have enough evidence, sufficient evidence to prove that Rwanda is the aggressor in this case of the conflict in the east of the DRC. So they have been making appeals to the international community, the UN, the African Union, the International Conference on the Great Lakes region, and other bodies to try and get sanctions imposed against Russia. But most of these bodies have been urging both sides to sit on the negotiating table to find a peaceful solution to this conflict. The DRC authorities are saying they cannot negotiate with terrorists. They designated the M23 group a terrorist organization, and by extension the Rwandan government, because they're supporting a terrorist organization. Rwanda, of course, has denied this. They're saying this is purely an internal problem of the DRC, but Congolese officials don't want to have anything about, don't want to have nothing about that denial from Rwanda. They believe that this time round they have enough evidence. The situation has really escalated across Kinshasa and other cities in this country. People have been protesting, trying to show their solidarity with the Congolese army, the FARDC, to protect the country. There is a hashtag that's been trending in Lingala saying Bendela Ekweyate, which means the flag should not drop. Congolese are urging their soldiers to defend every inch of this country. And so the situation has really gotten worse. A number of people from the international community, like the special representative of the UN Secretary General, has been urging people, to sit together and try and find a peaceful resolution to this problem. But in the DRC, the general feeling is that enough is enough. They need to teach the neighboring country of Rwanda a lesson. Rwanda accuses the DRC of backing a Hutu militia known as the Democratic Forces for the Liberation of Rwanda. This militia is accused of killing the Tutsis in their 1994 genocide in Rwanda. And so this is really a very tense situation for the Great Lakes region, not just for these two countries. And unless something is done, and done very soon, there might be a full-blown conflict in this region. Beatrice?
All right, Chris Ocamringa for us there in Kinshasa and the DRC, and Girum Chala in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. To you both, thank you.